And my name is Joy.
And this is Sister Talk 718. So today's video is going to be about friendship.
Yeah.
And the first order of business. So the first question is, I'm sorry, y'all. First question is, what are the characteristics of a good friend?
So I can start that off. The characteristics of a good friend would be loyal, loving, caring, considerate, a person that covers you, somebody that's thoughtful, and someone that really has your best interests at heart would be like a good friend. What I consider a good friend.
So I agree. I think a good friend, like you said, loyal, compassionate.
Yeah.
Somebody that's compassionate. What else? Someone that's not envious of you. Because a lot of people, they say that they're your friend, but they have like this little jealousy or like, and it's weird. It's like, that's not your friend.
Right.
Like people that do stuff like, oh, your little business. Oh yeah, because you got your little business. That ain't your friend. You know?
Right.
That is not your friend. That's shady.
One thing about me and anybody that really knows me know that I hate a hater. Like, I hate a person that's just a hater. Like, what are you mad at?
Some people are raised to be like, to think like that.
Yeah, like,
it's only you and it's nobody else, and
nobody else can be fire. Nobody else can be dope or have something going. You know what I'm saying? Making something shake, have some type of like motion, and like, you know, like my thing is, I'm big on like celebrating people. And that's because that's how we was taught. That's how we was raised.
Right.
That's we learned that from Bishop Senior and Bishop Junior. You just don't, like, people will literally hate on you. And you could really have nothing. It could just be your personality. It could just be your vibe. It could just be like you as a person. It's like people will be jealous of that because when you come in the room, like, yeah, just who you are, like, you know what I'm saying? It radiates through the room.
Your aura.
People know, like, oh, nah, she dope, she fire.
Like, I saw this thing where somebody was like, some people don't like you just because other people love you.
Yeah.
And that's sick.
That's true.
Like,
it's very true.
That's crazy. Some people really don't have anything, and people are still envious of them, and it's because it's not what you have. It's what's in you.
Yeah.
Because given the opportunity, a lot of people could flourish and soar.
Yep.
For sure. Like
even with having this YouTube, like, we don't have like the dope intro video yet. Like, we don't have the crazy backdrop
on different stuff.
and,
you
know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have the mics and everything. That stuff will come, but at the end of the day, like, you can't buy authenticity. You can't buy Jacinda or Joy. You can't buy their sistership. You can't buy our bond and what we bring to the table and what we bring to this channel. Like, I shouldn't have to tell you, follow, subscribe, like, comment if you my people. I shouldn't have to tell you that. Now, it's granted, people forget. People have lives of their own. But, baby, if I was doing bad, y'all had something to talk about. But but if I'm doing something positive, when do we push each other? When do we be like, yo, keep going, sis? Like, it's people, like, prime example in our church. So we go to one of the best churches literally in Brooklyn, in the world, period. And I have like brothers or whatever in my church, and they're not haters. Like my brother Andre, my brother Brendan, they're not haters. Like, they literally was like, oh, we seen it and y'all dope and I can't wait. Like, Andre is a person that will push you to keep going, will push. And that's my thing. Like, I can't be around no hater. People be haters, like, mad. But the minute that you doing bad, they want to talk about it. When you're doing something good, nobody want to glorify it. Nobody want to push you. Nobody want to, like see you win, and that's sad. Like we were taught that, and it's like not only were we taught that, but it's just not in us.
Right.
Like for me, I feel like sometimes I love people more than they love me. You know what I'm saying? Like I go the furthest. I go as far as possible when it comes to loving somebody and caring for them and being there for them and praying with them, and not just in friendship, but in every relationship that I have. I feel like at the end of the day, it's important to treat people how you would want to be treated. It's important to love people how you would want to be loved.
That's true.
Behind my back, in my face, not just in my face.
Especially behind my back.
Yeah. Like,
what kind of friend are you behind my back when I'm not around? Are you going to allow someone to speak on me? Like, what is that given? You know? What is that about, for real?
That's true. Friendship is very important.
It's, like, outside of your family, you have a friend. Yeah. Like, literally, like, that's what... And some friends become family. Yeah. To tell you the truth. So, listen. I could, maybe. We'll be here talking all day long. Yeah. All day long. Okay, the next question right here
says, what have you allowed in your friendships before? So you can start that with
what have I allowed in my friendships before? Me, I'm sort of a person, I'm a person that, growing up, like, with two sisters, I'm used to being around people. So it's like, I'm used to having that connection with people, like, okay, it's us, it's this, it's that. Right. And I think as I continue to grow, like getting into my adolescent years, I had to learn how to be an independent person and not depend so much on my sisters. So I feel like within creating friendships in that realm, I was like very, not dependent. I feel like, as far as like, oh, I want you, we gotta go here, we gotta do this, and I gotta have you around, and and it was just like, until it came to a point where it's like, you gotta learn to stand on your 10. Like, you have to be you. Right. Like, you don't have to, like, it's good to have siblings and it's good to have friends, but you gotta be you. Like, you gotta learn how to navigate through life for you. Yep. And then everybody else is secondary. So it was just like some things that I have allowed, is that right? Some things that I've allowed in a friendship. Yeah. Communication is so big for me. Like, I have one person that was my friend that was just like, I'm the type of person, I don't like to be on the phone. I really don't care for a phone call conversation. I'm just not that person. Right. And so I'm like, oh, like, we were super cool. And I'm like, all right, to the point where I was calling this person. And it's like, I told this person from the beginning, if I give you my number and I reach out to you, just reach out to me. I'm not like hard up on people where it's like, oh, we gotta go out, we gotta do this. I'm not that type of person or whatever. So it's just like, okay, like, if we're gonna do whatever we're gonna do, that's that. I could go years without speaking to a friend, or maybe months. Everybody not like that. Some people, they gotta talk to their friend every day. That's not me. I'm sorry. It ain't gonna be me. Because we're going through life. You know what I'm saying? Stuff is happening. So, yeah, life is life, and like they like to say. So it's just like, but it was just like, okay, but if I reach out to you and it's for your well-being, don't play with me. Right. Like, because I'm being sincere. Like, exactly. I'm worried about you. Right. And so when this person wasn't reaching back out, I'm like, okay. Now, we went through this several times. And I told you several times, when I reach out to you, make sure that it don't got to be right there within that time frame. As long as before the end of the day, you just tell me, like, oh, I'm cool, whatever. Yeah. Simple. Yeah. But, like, I'm the type of person you're not going to play in my face. So I gave the person 2 times, and it was just like, oh, like, I'm not the type of person that you could be finicky with me. Right. It's like, it's either you all in or you all out. Right. And so you're not going to go back and forth, because you treat people how to teach. You teach people how to treat you. And so, yeah, like, no, you're not going to play with me. No, sir. No, sir, no, ma'am. Like, we're not playing that. So that's one thing that I allow that I won't any longer allow. Like, I get it. We're all going through life. But if I'm asking you if you're good and you're just like, and the person had no excuse whatsoever to give me as to why they didn't answer me back.
That was weird.
Super weird.
That's mad weird.
So it was just like, yeah, you blocked on all socials. I'm cool off of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, no. I'm good, babe. You're not gonna play with me. I don't do that playing type stuff. No. That's what I have to say.
I give you chance after chance. You know me. I give people chance after chance after chance. And often because I want people to give me grace. I want people to, you know, be compassionate towards me. And, you know, I can have my days. I can be moody. Sometimes I want to be bothered. Well, most of the time I don't want to be bothered. But, you know, it's just like,
baby,
if I keep extending myself to you and extending myself, I've had people that like just didn't like me for no reason. And to say it, like I had one girl in not in junior high, elementary, and I'll never forget her. It was elementary.
Oh, okay. Was it middle school? I think it was like middle school because you was a little older.
183.
Yeah, you was like a little older though.
Just a little.
Yeah, you was like middle school.
But I just remember her saying like me and mommy, all of us was walking to the store, and I remember her saying, "Oh, I just don't like you," and I was like, "But what don't you like about me?" Till this day, I see the girl and I embrace her. Like, "What's up? You good? Like, what's up?" She be like, "What's up? Hi." Like, she talk now, but she still had the same like this little look in her face. It's like, baby, what's the problem? What is it? Because it just at this point, it's just jealousy. What are you mad at? Are you mad at my aura? Are you mad at how good I look? Are you mad at like, cause it's not hard for me to pull on?
I have a question for you. Do you believe that females, you have better friends as females, or do you have better friends as males in your life pertaining to you? What's the best friendships you had? Was it a female friendship that you had? Or was it a male friendship that you had?
It was a male friendship. So I met my best friend probably like when I was like 18 or 19. And we lost touch, right? Maybe like a good 8 years ago. And we rekindled our relationship as of recently, as of last year.
I've always said that.
And he's like one of my best friends. I love him. Like, it's nothing I can't tell him. I'm not gonna hear it back. He not gonna judge me. He not gonna be mean to me. And even if he feel like he be mean, and he's just a no nonsense person, he still will call me like or text me like, "Joy, I feel like I was a little rough. You know, yesterday the way I came out yesterday probably wasn't that cool. Like, and I know you and you're ultra sensitive, like super sensitive. He's not very much of a sensitive person, but sometimes it can come across as rude. But I can be like that too. I'm very sensitive, but I can come across as rude. If you don't know me, then you don't. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta know Joy to know like it's all love. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like if you grew up with me or you my family or you know that I'm very brutally honest, even when it comes to me. I just feel like I'm a raw individual, right? It's either go hard or go home. It's either all in or all out. I always been like that. So it's like, it's either you love me or you hate me. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I love people. Like, I got a big heart. I love people. Even if you did something foul to me, I'm willing to forgive or like, I've loved people through it all. And I just feel like a friendship with me needs to be valued. I've learned what it was for people to confide in me and for me to shut up and hold it down. I've learned over the years what it was to stay out of drama, keep your name out of mess. I learned what it was. What's the meme going on around right now? How to say, oh, that has nothing to do with me. I don't know nothing about that. In other words, I don't have a response because that don't have nothing to do with me. Is it feeding me? Is it clothing me? Is it paying bills in my crib? No, it's not.
This is true.
Oh, Joy, what's going on with such a... I've had people call me within the past few months. Oh, you heard about such and such? Oh, girl, I don't know. And I don't know what's going on. But I leave it at that because you just get tired of mess. You get tired of drama. We get old. We're old. Like, I'm about to be 35. I got other stuff to worry about. Like, getting to some money, opening up businesses, having real motion. Not just being a pretty face and having a gift for gab and being able to talk and, you know, get my point across, but let's have some substance. Let's have some value behind that pretty smile, behind that pretty face. That's what I'm on. I ain't even had my first child yet. I'm trying to be lit by a certain age, and I gotta get there.
Right.
I gotta get there. I
think, as far as me, I feel like my female friend, I feel like it's 50-50 for me. Like, I've met some people on both ends of the spectrum, some women, some men, and our friendships have been dope. Like, literally, my friend from high school, we went out for my birthday. I think it was it my 28th birthday? And I hadn't seen her since the year after we graduated. But it's like those type of friendships where, like, y'all could just, like, reconnect and it's like no time passed. Like, literally, like, so super dope. Like, I had friends, like, my mom passed, friends that like came to the services to make sure that they was there to support me. Like, my mom passed the same day. My friend, shout out to Charmaine. My friend Charmaine literally met me, hugged me, and was just like, oh my gosh, like, I'm praying for you. Like, just there, just to be of support, and came with great intentions. And, you know, it's not every day that you get friends like that. Yeah. And this was a person, Charmaine is a person that I knew Charmaine since I was like 14, like 13, 14, since middle school. And it's like, you really don't get that. I always tell her friends are so dope. Like, she literally go like 10 years without talking to a friend. They get on the phone, everything right back to normal. Like, yeah, Joy, dude. I'm like, yo, your friends are so dope. Like, that's so cool, because a lot of people don't have that at all. Yeah. So, yeah, another friend that I had, I'm not gonna say his name, but he's like, we was like became best friends over the years after school, and then we kind of started like liking each other, and then it turned into like like we had like broken apart, like drew apart from each other, and when he finally like came like to his senses and kind of like unwind a little, got himself on the right track and stuff like that, he seen like, oh, like, I hurt you, like, but it's only because you hurt me doing this or that, or maybe saying this or that, or, and he was just like, I said, oh, so he reached out to me to let me know, like, oh, I got kids on the way, such and such, right? So I was like, wow. He said, we always said if we had kids, we would tell each other. Like, no one else would tell us, you know, we would hit each other up. And he was just like, I still got that respect for you. Like, you taught me how to pray. You taught me about God. Like, he was like, I just think you a dope person. He was like, Joy, you really one of a kind. He wrote me this long, drawn-out message on Facebook. And I was just in tears, because I'm like, wow. Like, he was just like, your heart. He was like, I may not be the person for you. He was like, but, like, you're going to find somebody better than me. And that really touched me, because I was like, you know what I'm saying? It was so sweet. We stayed on the phone. We stayed on the phone till like 6 in the morning. Okay. We stayed on the phone till like 6 in the morning. And I thought it was so touching. Like, I was just like, wow. Like, he was just like, I love you forever. Like, you will always have a piece of my heart. I thought that was so sweet. Like, I'm like, know what I also love? I love genuine friendships where people would just be honest. Honesty is another one that I forgot to put into characteristics of a great friendship, of a good friendship. Right. Honesty. A lot of people feel like, oh, like, they don't, I don't know, people be fronting for no reason. Right. If we go out and you don't have money, just say that. Right. Or if, you know, like, if we have plans and you say, oh, I'm sick, just say you don't feel like going out. Exactly. It's like, give me that courtesy to be honest with me. Honesty is so big for me. Like, just be honest, because I'm an honest person. I'm going to tell you, like, I don't feel like going today. Right. Or you know, if I'm really sick, I'm going to tell you I'm sick. Whatever it is, I'm going to tell you. Be honest. Right. I can't take a lion spirit. The lion, no. I can't do the lion. Right. The lion got to go. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's a fact. Definitely. Honestly, that's really it's big. Key. In every relationship. Honesty really start with like real core self-evaluation.
Really, who am I underneath the surface? What am I going through?
And that's number one. You gotta be honest with yourself too before you be honest with someone else.
Yep.
Come on.
Yep. Cause see, he already knows. See, God already knows.
Come on.
He already knows, baby. He in your thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah, baby, listen, cause I almost went somewhere.
So.
Okay.
Okay. What will you no longer tolerate in friendship?
Ooh, dishonesty. Jealousy. That stuff is like serious.
Two-sided. What is it? How they say it?
What?
Like two-sided things. Like here, you go over here, you talking about this. You go over there, you talking about the two-sidedness.
Yeah.
If you're for someone, you're just for someone.
That's it.
Regardless of
that's it.
Who your friend is, regardless of, is like, it don't gotta be all that. You know what I'm saying? If you have a friend group and these friend groups are not getting along, but that's your friends,
right?
You could be with all of them,
right?
As long as this friend group ain't talking about this friend group and this friend group ain't talking about this friend group, that's your friend.
That's it.
Like, you don't have to. A lot of people like to play both sides, and it's like, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
You are who you are. Your friends are who they are, and that's that.
Facts.
You don't have to change who your friends are just because somebody don't get along with them. What that mean to you?
Exactly.
One thing about me, what they got to do with me is my number one phrase.
Right.
Because they don't have nothing to do.
Right.
Okay?
When it start affecting me or my pockets or my household, that's when we got a problem.
Pocket.
Other than that, babe, we good. Do your thing. Handle your business.
Okay.
I'm praying for you.
Straight like that. Straight like that. Okay. So you will read the next one.
Let's see. How many chances do you give a friend? Does the years matter? Ooh. That's good. That's so good.
But we living in a time where our tolerance is becoming very short. And it depends on who you ask, because a lot of people don't have patience. I understand you do have to have patience in friendship to allow somebody to grow. I get that, and I understand that. Yeah. But at the same time, don't let nobody play with you.
Yeah.
Because people, like I said, people will manipulate you. People will play in your face every chance that they get. If they see that you're a sweet and kind person, it's like, oh yeah, I could play with them. Because they just don't forgive me. And it's like, no, that's not what that is.
Right.
Absolutely not.
Right.
I think I honestly would allow my friend, if I'm being honest, twice. Now I know they say you fool me one time, I give you another chance. You fool me 2 times, that's a problem.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll probably give twice. Maybe once, twice. I don't know. And does the years matter? It depends on what the person did. It honestly does.
Yeah, it does.
Because years don't mean nothing.
That's true.
I don't care if it's 52 years.
Right.
And I'm 30.
Right.
I don't care. So, a lot of people, you got to stop equating different friendships with different. You could meet somebody that be your ride or die for the rest of your life right now.
Right.
And they never switch up. But somebody that you met a long time ago, 20 years ago, and they acting funny.
Facts. And they done switched up.
Years don't mean anything, guys. It does not mean anything. You
and lie on top of that lie about you.
And will lie.
Yeah. To make other people not like you. And you didn't even do the first lie. You didn't even do the first lie.
Maybe.
But they want other people not to like you. You could even be guilty by association in other people's eyes. Oh, she related to such and such, so automatically she like them. She carry on like them. Oh, they funny, so she funny. They messy, so she messy. They talky, so she talky. No. Get to know me for yourself.
Right.
I can't stress it enough to people. Get to know Joy for yourself. Get to know Jacinda for yourself.
And that's the thing. A lot of people have a thing with that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want you to be around a new person coming in the environment, right? You don't get along with this person, so it's like, I don't want you to get along with them. You don't know nothing about nothing. Right. And it's like, but don't talk to that person. Why?
Right.
Your relationship with the person has nothing to do with someone else's relationship with the person.
That's a fact.
I really don't like that when people do that. Everybody don't like this person because this. what does that mean?
Right.
Me and that person, I don't even know that person. For me to even have a relationship. So you're not even allowing a person to get to know the person. At least, if that's the issue, let them see that for themselves.
Right.
Allow people to learn.
Exactly.
Y'all gotta stop trying to teach people who to be friends with.
Right.
Yeah. Allow them to learn.
Yeah.
Baby.
And a lot of times you get different versions of people. Who Shaniqua was 3 years ago and who Shaniqua is now.
And people are different people to different people.
Yep, that's true.
If you get what I'm saying.
That's a fact.
Is that good?
That was good.
That was good. That was very good in Auntie Tab's voice.
Talk about it.
That'll do.
That was good.
Yeah. A lot of people are different to different people. Some people will lie up and down to her, but will tell me the truth.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
People are different to different people.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
And they know who to play with, because they'll play with me sometime. Because they know, they'll play with me sometime, but wouldn't dare play with Jacinda. People do that. Or they'll not play with me, but they'll play with Cinda. People are... Baby, people are different.
That's really good.
That is good.
People are different to different people.
Baby,
child, that'll do.
That will do. Facts.
That will do. Speaking of, what's something you feel a friendship can't come back from?
Oh,
child.
Ultimate betrayal.
And what would that be?
You spoke on my deceased mother.
Yeah, like
one of my loved ones.
Okay, so like we're gonna get into it, guys. I don't know if y'all watch Married to Medicine, but so the past, I think it was the past episode that just came on the other week. So one of the ladies was arguing with another one of the ladies. They were like so close, like to the point that they were like sisters. Like they going on vacation together. I guess they was like spending the night at each other's house, like all types of stuff.
Right.
And so they grew apart because one friend started talking about the other friend's husband, like, oh, your husband is abusive, like verbally abusive, and she shouldn't be with him, and this and that. And they were arguing. They began to argue because the friend that she was talking about her husband, she was like, no, like, you need to apologize. Like, you talked about my husband in such a way, like, that's disrespectful. So then that friend was just like, oh, well, she said something about, she was talking about the friend's kids. Since she talked about her husband, she started talking about the friend's kids, like, oh, your kids don't even like you, blah, blah, blah. This lady proceeded to say, your mama. And so it made her take pause, because she was just like, wait a minute. She was like, wait, my mom that passed in 2010? And she's like, yeah, your mama. Now, what I can say is, I feel like in the moment, when the lady that's on there, her name's Heavenly. She's the type of person to always say your mama. You know, y'all remember back in the day, people were like, oh, your mama, your mama.
The quickest thing was your mama.
But I feel like being that you were in the argument and she had already said it, she felt like, oh, I gotta double down on it. But it's like, no, you could have just like backed up, like, oh, no, I didn't mean to say that.
Exactly.
Because it's like,
and instead she proceeded to go on and keep repeating the same thing.
What I can say is, I don't per se have children, but I have nephews and they like our children.
Right.
You never talk about the kids, right?
Leave the kids out of it.
But when you bring somebody mama up, that passed away, when you bring somebody's deceased family members up, cradle to the grave. Cradle to the grave, darling. Yeah. I don't care whose friend you are.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Baby, you can never, I could never break bread with a person and talk about somebody's deceased family members. I don't care about nothing.
Right.
When they go low, you go high. When they go low, I'm going to hell when it comes to that.
Right.
I'm taking them.
And I'm going to come back.
I'm going to take them. Yeah, because I'm going to come back. But I'm going to take you there.
Right on your back.
Like, that's a no for me. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't care what we arguing about. You ever bring up my mother, it's time for you to go, babe.
It is. It's like...
Because that means you don't even care about life. Respectfully.
Right.
Respectfully.
I can't even get it out because I got a little cold, y'all. So I'm like breathing and wheezing a little. I got a cup of ginger tea. but
get into it.
You're asking for it if you're doing stuff like that.
To talk about somebody deceased loved ones is crazy. And I had a person that tried to defend it, and it's like, you can't defend that.
Right.
No one in their right mind would say that's okay because they talked about their kids.
Right.
Their kids is still living.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know nobody. I don't know nobody. I don't know anyone that would allow that and be like, that's okay.
Right.
Are you good?
Right.
Are you okay? Because I'm not going to have it.
I had somebody that I dealt with, dated, and the person was cheating on me, and the person had the girl that they was cheating on me with calling my phone and calling my mother all type of names, and she's deceased. I'm just like, yo, it's no way. What is wrong? People are crazy.
People are absolutely
People
insane.
are crazy.
We're never gonna play that.
Until this day, that same person don't have no luck. That person or their family don't have no luck.
I don't believe in luck. I believe
it's
in
just
blessings.
I'm just not luck.
Blessed. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nothing good.
Nothing good comes to them because you're speaking on someone that you have no idea about. You're speaking on someone that never would hurt a fly, wouldn't hurt nobody, and you're speaking on someone that raised me. One thing I know is to never talk about nobody's deceased loved ones.
I literally feel like I can argue, and I'm not even the type of person to argue. You gotta get me real mad for me to argue with you.
Yeah.
But if I'm in an argument, I would never. I don't care what we're arguing about. I would never.
Right.
I would never. That gives you grounds to, like I said, to take them where the sun does not shine.
Right. Right.
That gives you grounds.
Right. To walk them like
a dog that they are. Literally. Like, people are bonkers. It's like, honestly, I feel like when it comes to stuff like that, it's no coming back from that.
Yeah.
Certain things that you say to people in an argument, that's low-key what you already wanted to say, but you held it back.
Yeah.
Fighting your friends and then coming back to
that's another thing.
That's a no.
Pay attention when you go at it with your friends and what they say when they're upset. What a person says when they're upset is oftentimes what they really mean, how they really feel.
For sure. You really gotta watch stuff like that.
Friendship is so important.
That's something like your mouth can really be deadly.
Yeah.
And some things you really can never take back.
Yeah.
You can't take back.
Yeah.
Like literally, I don't care how much talking, how much trying to mend, and I'm sorry, and some things you can never take back.
And we've had people do us grimy that don't even apologize. We'll tell them, yo, you just touched her. And they will deflect. They will, you know what I'm saying? And still don't be like, yo, I apologize for that. And it's like, you still pray for them. You still love them. You still reach out to them. They lose somebody. You still love them. You still.
And you know what's crazy? Some people say that apologies are for the other person. They're like, oh no, I heard somebody say apologies are for the other person. But I feel like it's not. I feel like the apology is for you.
Yeah, that's true.
Honestly.
Or it could be for both. It could be for both. Take it how you want it.
Because some people harbor stuff and let it fester for years. Like, literally, people will harbor stuff for so long that it will make them sick. Honestly. You gotta let that stuff go, darling.
You know what? We gotta do a part 2 of this when we talk about forgiveness.
Forgiveness.
What is forgiveness to you? And is forgetting?
Oh yeah, we always get into that.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta get into that because it's like, how do you handle that? How do you cope with that?
How do you cope with forgiveness?
With forgiveness, and then especially being a woman of faith, how do you handle forgiveness? Because God forgave us. He said the word says 77 times 7. So who are we not to forgive our brother or our sister? You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like I'm compassionate towards people and I give people so much grace. Because somewhere I'll mess up. Somewhere I need it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and that's real. Sure. That's real.
I just feel like life just be so much. It's like, why am I harboring a grudge? Babe, we got way too much stuff that we need to be doing.
Right.
To be harboring, like, oh, this person, I'm mad at this person. Baby, if you don't leave that alone and keep it pushing,
I gotta learn.
We got things to do.
Or rather forget, or maybe I gotta learn. I gotta learn.
I feel like
because it'll hold you back. It'll hold you back.
Yeah. That's not to say that forgiving is easy. Haven't always been easy for me, because in some instances it would be like,
yeah.
And she's made me realize that, like, oh, you're holding on to that, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna need to let that go.
And then there was times like you know how you play victim. One of my cousins taught me that, like, all right, Joy, because everything can't just be what everybody did to you.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing to others? How are you?
Right.
How are you affecting others? How do you speak to others? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
My cousin told me that.
Because a lot of people, like you said,
and
you don't realize what you do, but you feel like, oh, people do this to me.
Yeah.
And it's like, girl.
Like, they all hurt me. They all came for me. They all. And another thing is being defensive. Some people are so defensive about everything.
I told you to be defensive.
Yeah, and that's okay, because that's okay, because I'm defensive because of certain things that I've allowed myself to go through. Mm-hmm. So, you know, pray for me and with me. Yeah.
She get on my nerves so bad. Definitely, I feel like
for sure,
baby. So I think it'd be sad.
Yeah.
But we might just cut it off right here. I don't know what minute we up to.
Right.
But I hope y'all enjoy this.
Yes,
and please, y'all, if y'all made it to the end of the video, could y'all comment?
Yeah.
Comment and like the video. Share it on your page.
And then know that this is not easy to do, because sometimes you see me keep looking at my sisters because my nerves is getting in the way. And it's like, it's not easy to do. Being in front of a camera and saying how you feel and speaking on things, real life things and real life lessons, is not easy. And it's uploading it, and then sometimes you feel like you look a mess, sometimes you feel like you get together, and it's just like, all right, it takes a lot.
It takes a lot to put yourself out there.
It do.
One thing about me and my opinions, I'm going to always stand on my 10.
Yeah, that's one thing.
It could be against 5 million people. If I feel how I feel, y'all just going to have to take that L.
Exactly.
Like, that's that on that. Take that. Oh, well. I'm about to say shout out to him, but we can't. Y'all know who Mr. Take that is. He took enough.
Right. He took enough. Okay. Right while he in there. But we love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We love y'all. Good night.